here at the last round for 2012 Formula Drift. I won this round last year, so I'm really hoping to duplicate that.
I just want to win. I mean, of course, everybody wants to win, but more than any other round, I really want to win because last few years, I didn't do well in that track.
So we are at the last event. We're just about to go practice. We tested the FRS of the huge GT wing. We just wanted to make sure that our car was set up perfectly for this round. So if we had the opportunity, we wanted to test out different setups. Unfortunately, the wing setup didn't quite work for my liking. I'm having a little bit of a trouble sometimes slowing down the rotational speed during transition, and I was thinking that the wing would help, but it ended up dropping us too low on the bank. So I guess we went back to the wingless setup, and it's been driving great. So we'll see what happens.
コース走ってみて、やっぱ壁に囲まれてるんで、すごく難しいです。もう少し練習すればつかめてくると思うんで、やってみたいと思います。
Practice was going okay. We had some motor issues, and come to find out, we took the injectors out. 4 or 5 were clogged at 50%. One was at 80% clogged. So obviously the motor was just starving for fuel. We got that all cleaned out. Practice was awesome. I was feeling really, really good. Just nice runs. It was back to the car that I had in the beginning of the year. So it was a good thing we found it out. But also I was like, man, how many rounds have we had this? So that was kind of interesting. But going into qualifying, I knew I had a chance at being up front.
Moving on to our next driver, Tyler "The Rock" McCory. Mobil 1 Chevrolet Camaro on Yokohama tires.
My first run, just went out there and did something kind of conservative, left a little on the table.
Working it up the bank. Transitions in. Loud and proud. Tyler McCory lighting up that final clip. Woo! Lighting up the BLED's proximity sensors. Look at that snappy transition. We have a new leader, Tyler McCory, with an 88.
That goddamn inner. Yeah, oh yeah, that one. When you hit it, I'm like, we got this. That was beautiful.
Aiming is 80 points for now. The second one, I will aim like 95.
95, that's it?
Or 98 then. Well, I feel good, but if I think too much, I'm getting nervous. I gotta be a little nervous to do well. So I'm trying to find a good balance right now. In between relaxed and nervous, Just like right in the spot.
Ken the Goosh Gooshi, Gretty Scion FRS on Hankook tires. Kenshiro Gooshi. As Ken Gooshi throws it in, dropping down quite a bit, but now working his way up the bank. Nice shot by Goosh. Woo! Ken the Goosh Gooshi, nice riding that yellow line. Keeping it safe and in between the lines. So the Goosh with an 89. Check out his new signature t-shirt over at the hood. Daijiro Yoshihara, your reigning Formula Drift champion. Will he be crowned champion again? And the Discount Tire, American Tire, Falcon Tire V8 S13. Going into the bank is Daijiro Yoshihara. Coming off the bank, fairly, I gotta say, kind of early as Daijiro Yoshihara. Interestingly enough, Dai Yoshihara was 46.3 miles per hour in the speed trap. Fails to get the 10 maximum speed points.
That was gangster, but we didn't make the speed. 82, you got 82. Would have been top score if it wasn't for that.
finished first qualifying round. Fortunately, I didn't hit the speed limit, and my speed was 46.3, which is was lower in only like 0.7 miles. But because of that, I lost 10 points.
昨日の予選、練習の時にちょっと車トラブってて走れなくて、自分の番の2分前くらいに車直って、予選やって1本目であんまりうまく走れなくて、ダメなポイントで。
Not traditionally a high qualifying driver, a force to be reckoned with in head-to-head. You can hear him just kind of massaging the throttle. Daigo Saito with a low score of 65.
Got bumped down to I think third after the first round of qualifying, but I was excited for my second run because I was just going to lay it all out there and hopefully get us a couple more spots and hopefully go for that top spot. And had an awesome run going.
Tyler McCory lined up those Yokohama tires.
Came into the inner bank, just dragged my bumper on the wall, didn't change my angle at all, just die grinded on the rear of that bumper, just took that black paint off. And the last corner, I just chucked it in there and just hit a couple of cones on the outside of the corner, which gave me a deduction, which kind of gave us the same score as our first run. So it was kind of bummed, but I think we're still sitting pretty good.
Actually, we had a solid run for our first run with a score of 89. Still solidified the qualifying session with the 5th place ranking. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a mishap for the second run, so we had to pass up on that one.
54.5 miles per hour. Oh, some issues for the Goosh. And 89 is his first run.
Really bad. Yeah, I think it's on high cylinders. Yeah, they're tricky. Good luck, dude. I know you can do it.
Thanks, Mike. We'll do it. We'll do it.
As Daijiro Yoshihara comes down the pipe, he has an 82 in his back pocket. Jamming past that front clip, jamming on the one, jamming on the one. As he illuminates the proximity sensor, the VLED's proximity sensor to be exact. What do you say?
Gangster run, Doug, gangster, but you didn't make the speed. Look, okay, I didn't make the speed.
Schedule, we ideally wanted to have an autograph.
Oh, it did sound like you're on the gas too much at the exit.
We'll let you know.
This run is like perfect, too. An 82 again.
Damn it! And then I didn't hit the speed again. But my run overall was a lot better than first run. But yeah, the speed was the thing. Damn. Oh well.
As Daigo Saito, is he gonna make it in the top 32, or are we gonna see an upset from the Ninja? He needs a 73 or better to make it in the top 32. As he hangs it on the wall, the big wing of Daigo Saito coming in. A little bit of wavering there from Saito. Now staying on the throttle. Tight to that front clip. As Daigo Saito brings it around and brings it towards the finish line. And yes, he does better it. He gets an 83. Daigo Saito is in the show.
車の調子は今もう治って調子いいんで、2本目でそこそこ走れて13位で通過しました。
So today is the last day of Formula Drift 2012. Going to the last practice and straight into the top 32. I think I'm ready. I'm not gonna say much. I'm just gonna show you guys I'm ready.
But it is sold out. There is no more room, no more tickets, and no more parking available. If you're not here already, you're watching us the rest of the time.
Yeah, I mean, here's Dai and Mohan, which in theory, if things got really crazy, Dai could still kind of pull this out as well.
Kyle Mohan's going to be leading on this because he's actually the higher qualified driver. Dai's going to have to chase him down, that S13, so let's see how he does.
You can really see that extra horsepower Mohan added. Way deep, touch the wall, oh my goodness.
That was great from Mohan. But Dai's right behind him, Dai's hard on it. following like the judges want to see with that close proximity. I know maybe Reese should be taking some notes because he's going to be facing the winner of this battle.
Wow.
Had some great line.
Good job, Ty. Good job.
Ty might have a little bit of an advantage. I mean, Kyle did a great job on the outer clips, but man, that was quite a follow run.
Kyle Mohan definitely has nothing to lose. Mohan's going to have to play catch up a little bit on the bank. Mohan's pretty high on it.
Mohan's way behind, and Ty only entered at 74.1 miles an hour. It wasn't overly fast. Kyle must have had some problems on the line, but.
That was bad. Yeah, but Kyle kind of went straight in a couple spots to catch up to you, so I don't know. He burned out going straight. Hold on. One more time, maybe. Shit. Kyle won. Sorry, bro.
Sorry, guys. I don't know why I made that mistake.
It's all right.
So how was my photo round?
Oh, super good.
So if I did a little bit more like conservative run, it would have been easy.
You know, you had to put them away. But you were putting them away, but a little too much.
I gotta figure out how to prepare myself for next season. Because last two events I didn't do well neither, so I feel like I'm going down. But I figure it out. I'll come back. It's done already, man.
So we're going to be queuing up our next battle, which is Daigo Saito versus Taka Yono.
Well, let's talk about Daigo right here. It's interesting, he's running this huge wing where some of these guys like to pull that off for these banked rounds. He had a lot of problems yesterday. I heard from the team that there was some fuel issues. He qualified pretty poorly. I mean, he pulled it out in the second qualifying run, but all day yesterday in practice, he almost looked like he wasn't going to be able to put a full run together. Right now, he's looking like he could be a championship player. He'll meet either Reese Millen or Von Gittin Jr., assuming they both make it on in the top 4, which pretty much could be a championship deciding tandem battle right there.
I know Taka would love to be the one that knocked him out, so here we go with Daigo leading.
Wow.
Taka Yono is going to be taking some time to catch up, I guess.
That 1,100 horsepower is just something you really can't make up for no matter how light your car is.
Coming in on the inner bank. Again, there's no...
Wow, and Daigo's... Oh, Taka just connected with the wall. Oh, Taka. Oh, man, he comes to a stop. Taka can't even finish up the lap. I think he's going to have to be towed off as well. About that, Taka was not cupcaking around this track because he was behind, man. He was flat out. He was full throttle, and he was giving it 100% that he could. It's just having that 1,100 horsepower 2J is just a little too much to combat here.
Yesterday, during practice, I wasn't quite sure if the car was running at 100% potential, but we've had a few issues throughout the whole weekend with the motor not revving up quite up to its par, and we couldn't get the problem figured out till the last moment. We just found out that the motor was gone, so we ended up changing out the motor last night, and the new motor's looking fresh and strong, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sure Irwindale always entails a good story. So after qualifying 5th place for yesterday's qualifying session, we were matched up against Toshiki Yoshioka in RSRS 15 for a top 32 battle, and at that point, we didn't really quite have a healthy motor, so we knew that we would have to sacrifice some practice time just to make it through the show. For the first battle, I knew that we couldn't lose to my former team, and I just had to go all out, give it the best I've had, and that's exactly what I did.
Ooh, close on the bank.
Very early initiation from
Yoshioka, a little correction.
71 miles an hour on entry, a little bit slower than a lot of the other tandem.
He's going to have to back up here and let Ken transition and then catch back in. Wow, Ken just inches from that wall. Yoshioka a little shallow through there.
Ken's definitely got the good line that the judges want to see here.
Oh,
see him carried out towards those
Yoshioka
cones.
creeping a little wide, falling behind. And Ken is just nailing this course right now. Wow.
Good smoke coming off that for us, that's for sure. So here we go, back to the action. We got Yoshioka leading this time. Gushi's going to chase him down.
Yeah, Ken Gushi right at his door as they entered, fell back a little bit, but Ken sneaking up there on the bank. I like that.
Dash line onto the inner
Oh
bank.
no, Yoshioka hit the wall. He held on to it though, man. These guys have serious throttle commitment this year. I love it. You haven't seen this?
There you go.
10.
Right. This is what I just want to see. This is much closer. Taps that inner clipping point. Definitely feel like Kengushi had a better run. I feel like that, again, that tandem on the second half of the course on the follow. And the decision is official. Kengushi will be moving on.
Yeah, all three judges agreed.
Top 32, my matchup was Jun Mang. Been up against him 3 times this year, so kind of knew what to expect, but I also haven't been up against him in his new car. So kind of watched him a little bit this weekend and he seemed to struggle just a little bit. So I knew I was just gonna lay down a good lead run, and we did that. And I think he had a couple of mistakes to where I had a pretty big advantage going into my follow run.
Come on, June.
Switching back in front of the crowd.
Wow, Tyler with
a inner bank.
Super quick transition.
June's closing that gap very quickly.
Jun Mang doing this right now.
That is the banana that the judges want to see.
Did a good job following him. He created a little gap when I let him go coming off the bank so I wouldn't catch him at the wrong spot. So he created a little gap, I closed it back up, and then coming into the last corner, I was right on his door.
A lot of corrections coming from June. 74.8 miles an hour on the initiation.
Oh, flicked really early there too.
Tyler's showing him what banana's all about.
And the judges gave us the win. So that meant we were moving on to the top 16, and I would match up Tony Bracco Hiapa in the eBay Motors Mustang.
You know, at the end of the day, Von Gittin Jr., all the pressure of a championship, going all the way back to 2005 where he defeated the Japanese in the D1 versus the world. I mean, the House of Drift is the house that Von built, seemingly.
It's not too far off the pace of what we've seen, but
not bad.
The car just seems slow.
Oh.
Good switch back.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Oh my gosh! Holy crap. This is unbelievable.
Never say never in this sport. You can see right here, Von Gittin Jr. makes his transition. He gets a little bit lost. Looks like he was going to go offline. Thought he was going to go offline to save it. And then he spins out. Absolutely no contact. There wasn't anywhere near Patrick Motors on. Von Gittin Jr. clearly did that on his own.
We have got plenty of stuff ahead, including our 2012 champion yet to be determined. While we watch Daigo Saito and Conrad Grunwald, this is the 4th time these guys have battled this year. Daigo looks pretty good so far in his lead, taking that inner bank. Conrad's gonna need to make up some proximity. Here we go. Taking that outside line, that's definitely what the judges want to see. Conrad's not far behind.
Oh man,
pretty
I
clean
love it
run.
when these two guys run. I love it.
Jared's flipping out over here, trying to figure out all the calculations for who could potentially win.
I'll tell you, Von Gittin Jr. is cheering for a Chevrolet right now, and that's probably never going to happen again. Conrad, super aggressive.
Wow, Daigo's super on
breaking
him.
up on the bank.
This is as close as it gets on the big bank. Kicks out that inner clip. That's allowed on proximity.
Yeah.
On the inside bank. Banana, banana, banana.
Conrad! Just putting it down right now.
Great angle.
I mean, you can't. You just can't even write
Absolutely
scripts this
speechless.
good.
I don't know what to say. There is a decision.
Daigo Saito gets the win.
Saito gets the win.
Daigo moves on.
Couple more.
今ここまでポイント争いできてて、ちょっと JR がボケちゃってるんで、今いい位置に来てて、自己オンラップの戦いで、悔いの残らないように思いっきりやったら結構いい位置に来たんで、次も実際思いっきりやりたいなと思い
The difference between second and third place is 10 points. The championship point separation is 8 points. But let's deal with this run right here. Ken Gucci, Matt Field. Man, I just love this FRS this year. I can't get enough of this thing.
Definitely.
Matt Field is all over Ken Gucci right now. Give room for the transition, Matt. Oh, man. Matt is deep. Just ripped his bumper off the wall. Oh, wow.
What a chase run from Matt. This is definitely the run of his career right now.
Matt Field. Is Matt Field going to be our wild horse of Irwindale?
Unfortunately for the top 16 on my lead lap, I thought I had a good lap, but I found out that Matt was pretty close to me and he had a really good following lap, so I knew I had to do something crazy or drastic to improve my score for the second run where I was following.
With CX Racing and some rotiform wheels, I love it. Ken Gucci's way behind. Oh, man, this is bad.
Matt Field's just running his run. This is his lead run. He's still got to finish out the rest of the course on the inner bank. Ken Gucci's still pretty far behind.
Yeah, I wonder if Ken had a problem there on the straightaway. I mean, it's just not a good look all around for the FRS with Ready. Oh, he shortened it up. I mean, he's trying to catch up, but I really feel like at this point it's just too little too late. I think Matt Field took this home big time.
Matt Field gets the win. It's
Matt Field and Daigo, baby.
Wow.
For the straightaway, I just suddenly lost power and he took off on me on the straight going into the bank. I couldn't close the gap and that's kind of where he had me. So to come this far, considering that it's the first year with a brand new car, I couldn't be any happier. I mean, a finish in the top 10 with a brand new car is nearly unheard of, and I just got to say many thanks to my team. You know, it's Gritty Performance, Sound Racing, Eric, and everyone that's involved with this program. It's been a great year, and we just hope to make the changes we need to make for next year and come out stronger.
We're still in the top 16.
Okay, so let's look at the run at hand. Battle of the muscle cars, Camaro versus Mustang.
McQuarrie, Tony Bracco-Hiapa.
I've known Tony for a long time. We've actually only run against each other once in Vegas where I beat him, but he had been looking really good all weekend, qualified 10th, so I knew it was going to be a really tough battle. So I pushed pretty hard going on my lead run, and on the bank, transition off the start finish into the infield, probably the best run that I've had all weekend, and create a gap coming off the big bank. And he definitely tried really hard to close up that gap and just went in there way too hard and became one of the fatalities of that inner bank wall this weekend. And so he hit pretty hard. We got the advance with that.
I don't know if it's the different conditions or what's going on, but that transition onto the inner bank is eating cars for dinner. So we're gonna watch Matt Field leading. Daigo Saito still has a chance at the championship. 76.9 miles an hour. Wow. Very close chase run from Daigo. Here we are onto the inner bank.
Daigo's a little low there, a little shallow.
Early, gain that proximity. Around the clipping point on the switchback. Daigo's just
Matt is just running it wide.
Great run from Matt Field.
Wow. I mean, it was pretty perfect. He had a ton of angle coming off the bank. He had more angle than Daigo. He was deeper on the inner bank. Daigo was actually shallow on the infield to keep up with him.
That's been changing this year is that emphasis on proximity, on keeping the cars side by side as much as possible versus the speed line angle that you see in the qualifying run, right? So we saw that there's a much shallower angle from Daigo, a lot of corrections from Daigo, but he was able to stay close. And it seems like from what I've seen, that's what the emphasis is on.
Yeah, we'll see.
Definitely.
Come on, Matt Fields.
I bet you never thought you'd cheer for Matt Fields.
I mean, I cheer for everybody, dude. I respect and love all the competitors out there.
Great camaraderie on the Formula D paddock. And here you see Daigo Saito had to readjust
Huge
on the bank.
check.
More steering adjustments from Daigo Saito. There you go onto the inner bank. Let's see what happens.
Come on, Matt, stay out there.
Stay on him. Stay on him. Touches the wall.
Oh!
Stays tight. Everybody's jumping up and down to the spotter's tower and the judge's tower. Matt Field is having the run of his lifetime.
Oh my God!
Reese's team is cheering. Falco's team
is amazing. Hands down, I think Matt Fields, hands down.
Oh my gosh.
Just beat Daigo Saito. Wow. Whew. What is going on right now?
Matt Fields' car is on fire? Is that what someone said?
Nah, it's cool.
Oh, you know, just checking it out.
Just a little fire.
The crowd wants one more time. Jared wants to go one more time. One more time it is!
Wow.
So we're gonna jump ahead a little bit while those guys check everything out under Matt's car and change some tires.
All right, Justin.
Your boy over here, Justin Pollock in the Ford Mustang, going up against Tyler McQuarrie. I know the whole Gardella Racing crew's shacked up in New Jersey, watching on very closely. They put this car together for Tyler.
And we just met up in Vegas where he pounded on my door, gave me a dent and all that kind of stuff. It's still on there, so I was hoping he'd add to it maybe. JTP killing it all weekend, qualified second, very, very fast. So this was going to be my Final Four run, I guess you could say. I was just going as hard as I could. And on his lead run, I was on him in the bank, and then he just gradually started to pull away.
So here we go into the first corner. 72 miles an hour on entry.
Wow.
Both cars a little bit shallow on the bank.
Tyler's really low.
Coming on the switchback. Into the inner bank. Wow, Pollock scrapes the barriers all the way around. Tyler McQuarrie's a little distance behind.
Yeah, Pollock. JTP just murdered that inner bank.
Wow, that was one of the best bank runs we've seen. So if you haven't done the math, it's going to come down to who wins this event. Justin Pollock wins the event, taking out Reese Millen in the final. You could still become the champion. If Daigo Saito wins the event, he is the champion. If Reese Millen wins the event, he is the champion. Here we go. Little flick from Tyler McQuarrie. 73.3 miles an hour on the entry.
Nice, Justin.
His car is so fast, so I tried everything on my lead run. I had a good lead run, but he definitely had proximity on me.
Nice, perfect.
Outside lane.
Perfect.
Good smoke. Justin Pollock's only a car length away, letting it all hang out. Big angle from Tyler.
Absolutely perfect by Justin.
Pollock maintaining almost the exact same distance all the way around. Pollock will be moving on into the top four. That's going to make Mr. Von Gittin Jr. very happy.
That marked the end of our weekend. This is the first year that I haven't finished on the podium at least once since 2005. So it's a pretty tough one to swallow, but it is my first year of running the team, owning the team, and I think with all of that and all the work that comes with that, I'm pretty happy with this year.
Man,
one more time.
Asking shall receive. Here's the battle, man. Matt Field, this kid has come out of nowhere. This CX race car.
14.
He's kind of drawn my attention all weekend how he's doing it. 70.7 miles an hour in.
Here comes Daigo Saito on that chase.
Daigo's going to be trying. Don't try too hard, Daigo.
On the switchback.
Here it comes right here.
Make or break right here.
Wow, go Matt. Rode the wall.
Great run.
Inner clip. Oh my goodness. Matt Field could just win this whole event right now. He is on fire.
What? Daigo finished that run very close to Field, but I feel like the majority of the track, he was not consistent. He was not as close as some of the other runs that they've had.
Daigo's got no excuse to not be on someone's door. With Matt Field right now could earn his place in drifting history by ending Daigo's championship run. Go, make it happen. Oh, Daigo is not leaving him behind. Came in at 79.4 miles an hour, running the top of the wall.
And Matt Field is right on him.
Oh my goodness.
On the switchback, coming on the inner bank.
Oh my gosh!
Sparks flying.
All over.
Stays in drift.
Still on Daigo. Hang in there, Matt. Hang in there. Matt Field might have just left the rear end of his car in the wall. Wow. I just saw one of the judges just say, "Are you kidding me?"
I saw two decisions. Ryan Latane says
one more time.
And Ian says, Daigo Saito. Daigo Saito gets the win.
Reese and Daigo are going to go against each other. If Reese wins, he has to take first place to dethrone Von Gittin Jr. If Daigo moves to the finals, Daigo wins the championship. If Daigo can pull off a first or second place, he's champion. So really what Vaughn Gittin Jr. right now is hoping for is Reese Millen can beat Daigo and then lose to one of his Drift Alliance brothers. Justin Pollock or Ryan Turek could basically bring home Vaughn Gittin Jr. a championship. You just can't write scripts as good as this. Vaughn Gittin
Jr. peeking in.
He's about 5 feet from me as I announce that, and he just looks in disbelief. He's cheering for Reese Millen right now in a bad way. The weight of that on his shoulders has got to be unreal.
Last year, we had the craziest finish to the championship ever, and this year has absolutely upended that.
But right now, let's look at these two cars and how they stack up. You got Reese Millen on the hand coupe, one of the biggest smoke high-performance tires in the series. I'm pretty sure Reese is about 800, 850 horsepower against the Achilles ATR Sport, the new tire. But in that 2JZ making 1,100 horsepower, it makes ridiculous smoke.
Something else to notice, these two drivers are both turbo cars. The other two cars on the other side of the bracket are both V8 cars. So this whole V8 versus turbo is going to come all the way down to the finale.
Here's the championship, baby, right here.
73.6 miles an hour.
Daigo is up on the bank. Reese is not going to wait for him. Something just flew down from the sky. Reese, big angle, hits that outer clip. Swinging down into this inner clip. Wow. You know, wow, Reese Millen hits that outer clip into the inner clip. Man, did we just see Daigo Saito trying to play catch up with 1,100 horsepower?
Right? Oh man.
This is going to be crazy.
Here we go. Coming into the first corner.
Come on, Daigo. 77.8.
Faster entry.
Daigo just looks so shaky on this bank. Goes way high. Reese is going to leave enough space in the switchback, no problem. Here they come. Oh, Reese is deep. Reese is done.
Reese into the wall.
Daigo's the champion.
Daigo Saito is your Formula D 2012 champion.
Daigo just won the championship.
You are looking at your 2012 Rookie of the Year, 2012 champion, Daigo Saito.
Reese Millen just gave an okay. Oh, and Vaughn just got the news that he's lost his championship. Wow.
Daigo Saito is potentially your Formula 2012 champion.
This is going to be exciting. We've got, again, a rematch of the Palm Beach Top 4.
Which was a huge conflict in the end. Justin Pollock has a chance for a huge redemption right now.
Definitely.
Even though the championship's off the table, Daigo's won the championship, I have a feeling that both of these drivers are taking this extremely seriously.
Yep. This sums up the entirety of the season. It's been Falcon versus Achilles almost the entire season. So, one and for all, the final event.
Let me tell you right now, Justin Pollock wants this one. 71.7, a little slow. Daigo's on top of him in these Takata finals right now. Pollock almost to the wall. Daigo's on him in the switchback. Leave room for the transition. Woo! Woo! Woo!
They coming on that wall.
Pollock just rode the wall into this inner clip.
Saito is
Daigo's
right
all
there.
over him though, man.
Banana,
Daigo's
banana, banana.
Wow. I think I saw a small correction going into that second inner clip from Daigo, but man,
that was a good run overall.
This is where it all comes down. This is where it all fell apart in West Palm Beach. Justin Pollock wants to right this wrong right now. He's been beat by him before. Justin wants this for Ford, for Falcon, most importantly for himself. Coming into the bank at 75.4, 4 miles an hour faster than Justin. Oh, Justin is aggressive against him here. Leaving some space.
Coming into the inner bank.
Just as fast, he's crashing.
Justin into
That's
the ball.
over. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how many times we've seen that happen today.
In the big turbo versus V8 controversy that's
turbo
brewing.
最終戦でシリーズ争いしてて、最終的にシリーズ決まって、しかも大会も優勝することができてすごく嬉しいです。 あんまり走りは失敗したり良くなかったところもあるんですけど、ラッキーがかなりあって勝つことができました。嬉しいです。アメリカ来てすごく応援してくれる人が多くて、自分のことを知っててくれる人も多かったんですごく嬉しいです。来年もやりたいと思うんで応援してください。チームのみんなすごくよくしてくれてて、みんな友達とかそういう人たちもものすごい協力してくれて、みんなの力で取ったシリーズだと思ってるんで、本当にみんなとこれから大騒ぎしたいと思います。